I will wait on through.
Yes. Mom, let me out to the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and
Scrambled
crabs.
eggs.
I don't care if I ever get back, 'cause it's root for the Cubbies. If they don't win, it's a shame, 'cause it's 1, 2, 3, and 4 strikes you out at the young ball game.
And welcome to beautiful Wrigley Field.
We snuck in. It's empty, but it's beautiful as ever. The friendly confines. We are finally getting to play at Wrigley Field. So here, scooch on in, Dave.
It's a dream.
I'm Julia from
I love
Ratboys.
the ballpark
This is Dave. You love the ballpark.
from Ratboys.
Yes. And this is day/night 7 of our stupendous virtual tour around the world and beyond. We made it a whole week. And honestly, it feels like it's just begun, which it has, essentially. So thanks for tuning back in. We got lots of fun stuff going on today. We got our Mr. Little Cub over there, Swain. Mr. Baseball, hey, bada bing, bada boom. We love it. We love this time of year. It reminds me of the cut grass, the blue skies.
You gotta cut our grass.
We need to cut our grass, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do.
Our
Speaking
neighbor, who is aptly named Sosa.
Sosa, our next door neighbor.
Mm-hmm.
You did what?
Sammy Sosa.
What did he tell us we need to cut the
No,
grass?
he just said his yard's looking great, and then he looked at our yard.
Yeah, man.
He's good with the ribs. He knows how to get under your skin a little bit. I love it. But hell yeah, cool. Well, we're feeling good. Excited to be playing in Wrigley Field on a Sunday. Rare empty stadium on a beautiful day here in Chicago. And yeah, it's an honor.
Peanut stand is still open.
Yes, indeed. I think we're gonna play a couple songs, and then we're gonna have some time with Sean. We're gonna have some time with Dave, and things are gonna happen. So it's gonna be delightful. We thought we'd start it off with a couple little psychedelic numbers. A couple songs we haven't played yet on the road, on the virtual road. So let's do it. This song is about kind of just wandering around aimlessly, and it's called Wandered.
Yes.
Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2.
Take my hand and tell me this is what's
Fuck you. Emotes in the chat, please. Emotes, emotes, emotes. Hell yeah. Man, oh man. If you're wondering how to play that song, it's really easy. The only trick is you tune the highest 2 strings down a whole step, and then you just play a regular E chord, but it sounds really weird and funky. So the
There's
trick
always a
is just
catch.
play the chords you know, but tune the strings
I
a little
just
bit to make them sound different.
play bar chords the entire time, so it's not that easy.
Yeah. Cool. We're gonna play kind of the companion. What's going on in the chat? Anything going on?
A lot of emojis for Mark Pryor's right arm.
Oh, very cool. Yeah, Mark
alright.
Pryor deserves all of the emotes that you can give. So if you could spare any emotes, please throw those out in the chat. Maybe a few for Kerry Wood, a few for my favorite player, Jason Hayward. Trying to think of other Cubs who are deserving of emotes. Most of them are, but a special few deserve.
So.
Uh,
Yeah, it's the best Cub to ever win.
yeah. We'll get into that when we have our time with Sean.
Seems like someone doesn't appreciate Sammy Sosa.
I
The
need to
most
be
beloved
enlightened.
Cub of all time. No one doesn't like him.
Hot takes all around.
These are hot takes, yeah. I mean, I will say I love the movie Hardball with Keanu Reeves, where he does. If you don't know what that movie's about, he plays like a gambling addict who takes on the coaching responsibilities of like a Black Little League team, because his like debtor, the guy who he owes money to, doesn't want to do it, and so. But he ends up taking those kids to a game at Wrigley Field, and they see Sammy Sosa, and they're like, Sammy.
It's like
It's a great moment.
Pygmalion, right? Is that what-
No.
well, I mean that kind of like theme where he's like
Rags to riches. He doesn't get rich doing this. He just
No, like they have a
He
bet
gains.
on like let's turn this team around or this person around.
not
But
really.
baseball.
Hmm.
I don't know.
We'll watch Hardball.
Okay.
This gives us
We
an
can watch
excuse. It's one of Keanu Reeves' finest moments.
All right, another song. Introduce it.
Another song. This song's called Dangerous Visions. And I don't drink very much anymore, but I wrote this song when I was blackout drunk. And I woke up the next day, and there were Facebook notifications that was like, so-and-so likes your link on SoundCloud. And I was like, what? What link on SoundCloud? And turns out I recorded a little demo, and posted this while I was a little bit tipsy. Anyways, this song's about
You never know. what
freaks
can
and
happen.
geeks, I think. It's in the same weird tuning. Several homies down by the water, we cracked our skulls against the dull lake stones, swimming swiftly out without inner tubes. And every single day we get farther away from scary ditches in our face. But the day she saw through me, I was a wreck. I had everything I had. Let me see hands in the chat, everybody. Yes. I didn't realize what it was.
Yeah.
Get it. Oh man.
Who thinks Sean has too much power today?
Oh yeah. Yo, just want to shout out Marcus if you're watching. Hello. We miss you. We miss your drumming.
I was lucky enough to see the boy yesterday.
Yeah, Dave dropped off Marcus's SPD yesterday, so now that boy is making spicy beats with actual drumsticks. Crazy. Dropped it off from a distance, 6 feet. Also,
Some love for Marcus in the chat.
please give all the love to Marcus. That boy deserves your love. Want to shout out Mark, our new fan from yesterday. Mark, if you're here today, thanks so much
Yes.
for...
Thanks for clipping
Is he here?
us, too. I like the clips.
Is he here?
Purely suspicious. Mark Pryor?
Mark Pryor. Is it Mark? If Mark Pryor is our new fan, I will be just overjoyed. That will be great. Lovely. So, a couple things. I wanted to say that because this is a very special occasion, day 7 of our virtual tour, we made it a whole week, I'm wearing my prized possession, my favorite jersey from the U.S. Women's National Team, my favorite player, Becky Sauerbrunn. If you're watching, Becky, you're my hero, and I had to make your jersey custom because they don't really sell your jersey in the stores because you're so selfless and unsung, but big fan. I don't know. I fucking love that team. They make me proud to be an American, and not many things do these days, so shout out to all those badass people on that team. The U.S. women's soccer team. Look them up. They rule. And as well, the virtual shirt is going great. Anyone who's joining us for the first time, Dave made an exclusive shirt design for the virtual tour that you can only get via watching this show, because we're not going to tell anyone else about it anywhere else. And our goal was to get to 50 shirts sold, and we are almost there. We are at 46. So if 4 of you guys want to grab a shirt and help us meet our goal and join the very exclusive club of people who have these obscure shirts, that would be great. And then when we see you at a show, we'll know that you were there.
What sizes are left?
It's a pre-order, so you can get any size you want. Yeah, we haven't printed them yet, so order any size you want. And I'm not totally sure if we're gonna just print the ones that were ordered, or if we're kind of gonna like print those and then an extra little stock. But I would order yours today if you're able.
Is it just going to be these 50? They want to know in the chat.
Like, are we gonna make more?
Yeah, or is this a limited run?
I don't know.
We don't know yet. But these are the only 50 that are available right now. So
They
are
basically
limited
anyone
right
who
now.
pre-orders them now, you will be guaranteed to get them soon. Otherwise, I'm not sure if we're gonna take the shirt down after we like print these, or maybe
we'll make new designs.
exactly. Maybe we'll make a new design
And
for
this
the
is-
next one.
This is for the virtual tour. We're
Yes.
not always on virtual tour.
No.
So this is specific.
We are not. If you look really closely at the design, which is like a rat, pixelated rat stuck in internet prison, you can see the little blood veins on his eyes spell out virtual tour. It's very subtle, but it's there. So, yeah, I think maybe if you're up for it, Dave, maybe we'll make a new design for the coming weeks, and this will just be the OG virtual tour shirt.
That would be pretty sick.
Cool.
I think I'm gonna make a poster for every time we release a schedule. So
Yeah, and I'm hoping
I
that
really
we'll...
enjoy doing this with everybody.
I enjoy it
so.
too. I'm hoping that we'll just do this every weekend until the restrictions ease and we can go out and do other things on the weekend.
Okay, so people are saying the shirt website is broken. Can they Venmo
Broken?
you? Is there a way to?
Well, we have other shirts we could send
Well,
you. but
hold
we
on.
can't
I
send
was
you that
just
shirts,
on
right?
there this morning. Maybe
Somebody DDoSed the
I'll do
shirt
some-
website? What the
let me do some investigating. You can definitely Venmo us, but that wouldn't be a very direct way to pay for the shirt. This specific shirt, because they're being made and processed somewhere else. But anyways, we'll figure that out, and don't worry, we're not gonna like take it down in an hour. Like, it'll be up for a few days. So
Okay. Someone's saying that you can't click on the link through Twitch. You have to copy and paste the link into your web browser.
Oh, weird. Okay. Sorry. Twitch might be glitching out. I'm not sure.
Not our fault.
Not our fault, baby. We made it specifically so it'd be easy to just type in and like memorable. It's just ratboysband.com/virtual shirt, and that'll redirect to the product listing. So, yeah. So yeah, thanks so much to everyone who's gotten one of those. That's like really, really awesome. It'll be cool to have just like a little secret club of people with these freaking shirts. So very sick.
Play a new one? Another song, I mean?
Yeah. See, this is the thing. You don't make a set list.
I was thinking it could be time for a little segment we like to call Time with Sean. I don't know if you're into that, Sean. This is a brand new segment we're debuting right now. I mean, we did it once before, but now it has a name. You know him, you love him. The best bass player in the world, and
Bass God.
one of the best baseball players in the world.
Thank you, Bass Sean.
Our main man, Mr. Sean P. Newman.
Pedals and all?
You can play with me.
Yeah, it sounds great. Maybe I could mod.
Play with Kenny.
What would happen if I modded the chat?
Yes. Okay.
Go Cubs, go!
So-
Go Cubs, go!
For the record,
In
I
Chicago.
grew up in the South Burbs. I am a Sox sider.
You are not.
I really love the White Sox games, but I'm not a Cubs hater. I'm actually very happy for them.
So why'd you even mention it, Dave?
For the record.
So we're gonna chat,
Yeah, we're gonna have some time with Sean.
and then I'll move over to Julie's.
Yes, indeed.
And I'll move.
You wanna
Did you leave
fade out the
song?
music?
Oh, this.
Here we are in beautiful
Wow.
Wrigley
Hey,
Field. Great to
wow.
see ya.
It's great outside.
I know, God.
It's just
Love
so
the fresh
beautiful.
air. How are you?
You mean Ron Santo?
Excellent. Amazing. How are you holding up these days, Sean?
I'm doing all right. How about you?
Fine.
Yeah.
I heard you and Dave accomplished what you set out to accomplish this morning.
Yeah. Oh wow.
You
yeah.
beat your foe.
We had quite the battle this morning. Dave alerted me yesterday that there was a wasp in my bedroom, which
was Dave just hanging out in your room?
I
How
guess
did he
so.
notice
I
this?
don't know. But he warned me, and that's why I was suspicious, because I didn't see a wasp in my bedroom, but Dave happened to see it passing by, so I thought maybe he just saw something. Also, I wasn't really down with accepting that there was a wasp in my bedroom.
It takes a lot of acceptance.
So I stayed out of my room all day yesterday, and then went in to sleep after investigating every
Crevice.
nook and cranny.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then we found the wasp this morning. I woke up to it. It was on my window this morning, and I immediately got out of the room. Was planning on ignoring it all day today again and just maybe making this a part of my life. And then mustered up the courage to go in there with an alcohol bottle. And we
So that's how you killed it?
extinguished the wasp, yeah.
Sweet.
I wanted to let it outside the window, but it was on the hinge of the window. I want people to understand that. I tried to let it free, but it wasn't allowing me an avenue to get to the window, so
I'm glad that it worked out.
Yeah.
I'm glad you didn't get stung.
I was very scared.
That shit's really scary. But you won.
We
You
did. We won.
Man defeated nature.
Baseball is a game for a team. You know, you've been watching the documentary.
I was just
the
going to
Ken
say,
Burns
so Sean and I have been watching the Ken Burns baseball documentary for just hours now. Hours and hours and hours and hours. We are currently, did you finish the 5th inning?
I think I fell asleep.
Okay. we're halfway through the 5th inning. We're gonna have to start there again. But yeah, it's been hours and hours and hours of watching this, and I've learned a lot. Have you
Yeah.
learned a lot? Did you already know all this stuff?
Not all of it, no.
Okay.
So we're learning together, and it's also just funny because baseball characters are just such insane people.
Yeah.
And we rewatch a lot of games too, like especially now that there's not live sports. So even like in the doc we're watching about like guys in the early 1900s that are like insane and doing all this weird stuff. And then I just watched a game yesterday from 1989, and they described someone as they were coming up to bat, and they were like, when he feels like he's got a cold, he eats Vicks Vapor Rub. He doesn't put it on his chest. He just takes globs of it and eats it. And he says it makes him feel better. So, like, baseball players are just crazy throughout the
Like
timeline.
mythologized.
Yeah.
I love that.
It's not just the old guys, it's the newer guys. Too.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah,
So now we should be selling Cracker Jacks and lemonade during the show.
Oh!
that'd be great. I would take a fucking Cracker Jack right now in a
The
heartbeat.
7th inning stretch is on that baseball playlist. We'll have to stretch out later and
Yes,
listen to the
indeed.
song.
Yeah,
Give people
you're
a break.
You're right.
Are you trying to talk, Dave?
Oh, someone
Make
said
sure that
we
mic's
should
on.
have sold the wasp to the Nooks.
Oh, I was joking with Sean earlier because I've gotten really good at catching wasps in Animal Crossing. I caught all 5 of mine this morning, so. But I don't think that translates because I'm, like, afraid of bugs.
That would be
I
great.
hate bugs.
Hey,
Me
pour me
too.
an old style, am I right?
Oh.
People often listen to our song Bugs and they're like, oh, I love bugs. Thanks for writing a song about bugs. I'm like, you
They're
clearly
nice.
didn't listen to the words because I'm advocating for mass extinction of bugs. Anyways,
Yeah, we don't need them.
yeah.
They were the worst part of the Bible.
Yeah, so true. Hey, we're really thinking about the Bible today, baby. It's Easter, baby. One thing I didn't know from that baseball doc is that when Babe Ruth did that thing where he was like, I'm gonna hit it right out there. That was at Wrigley. That was right here.
Yeah.
I didn't-
Right about right here.
Here.
Center field.
I didn't know that was in Chicago. That's so cool. And also, there's so much video of Babe Ruth just being himself. I always
it's
think of
kinda
him as
weird,
some like
yeah.
far in the past, obviously, but like it wasn't that long ago. Like the fact that my grandpa and Babe Ruth were like alive at the same time.
Yeah, my
is,
great grandpa played on the same field as Babe Ruth once. Like they
Really?
played in a game together, but it was spring training.
Oh,
My grandpa and great grandpa played baseball, and he played in a game that Babe Ruth played in, but I don't think they were on the same field at the same time.
what
But,
position was he? Was your grandpa?
My grandpa and great grandpa were both pitchers.
Okay. So did they? They didn't have to pitch to Babe
No,
Ruth.
that would have been crazy.
That
At
would
least
be
as far as I
scary.
know, I don't know about that, but
That would be so
That'd be
nice.
wild.
Yeah, because we went to the Louisville Bats Slugger Museum.
yeah.
The Louisville Slugger Museum. And your grandpa was like
Louisville
on
Razorback.
the
Yeah,
wall.
my great grandpa's brother, he also played baseball for the Cincinnati Reds organization, and he was on the wall. So I think maybe just because they were close in Cincinnati
Love
and
that.
Louisville or something, but I don't know.
You never know. That museum is awesome. If
Yeah,
anyone's
it's really
looking for
cool.
something fun to do in Louisville, eventually when we're all allowed to go out and do fun things.
Yeah, we've passed through it so many times on tour. One of our very first photos of any of us on tour, we did this small tour, like barely a tour together in 2014, and there's photos of us in front of the bat. I think that's probably on Instagram. So it's definitely on my Instagram.
It's deep in Facebook too. I was thinking that could be fun
It's a
for
great
next week, maybe if we do. If you
Deep
guys,
dive.
well, there's like I feel like we could do a segment of like stories from tour. Like this bar in town. We used to have a bar in town called Quenchers. Did you ever go to Tourer Stories?
No, but I have Quencher's bucks. Still.
Okay. So
I found him in a
Quenchers
drawer.
R.I.P. is now
Say
a
those in for an old
pediatric
style.
doctor's office, which is so sad.
Oh, it's a doctor's office
For
now?
kids.
Oh wow.
Yeah, but
What a wild.
But
life.
Sam Quinn, who used to book there, did a series where he would have artists come up and drink Malort and tell people like the worst things that happened to them on tour, which sounds kind of dark, but
It's funny. Probably.
it's funny.
Or like really crazy.
we've had some times. So if any of you guys want to hear about any of those times, I feel like that tour has some good moments. That was actually really happy though.
Yeah.
We didn't have dark times on that, but like looking back, it was
I
funny.
guess depending on your perspective.
Yeah,
But
actually,
had
yeah,
fun.
that first show-
Yeah, the first show was kind of depressing.
Yeah. I mean, but the funny
But
thing
we were
about
having a blast.
the
We
first
weren't
show
affected
of your
by
first
anything.
tour is that you don't know what's supposed to happen. You have
Yeah.
no framework or reference for like what a good show even feels like. At least I didn't.
Yeah,
And so we showed up. I was like, "This is great."
it's crazy.
Played for 2 people, and those 2 people are people we literally begged to
Yeah,
come in
like
from off the
another
street.
Party.
Yeah.
It's really
But
strange.
anyways, good
we'll save
times.
that for next week.
Yeah, Here, come on back next week. We'll talk about that. But yeah. Anyways,
What's the chat?
what's the
saying
chat going
there?
over
Dave's
there?
laughing.
Dave's moderating.
Marcus just said, I'm my own grandpa.
Wow.
Great. Excellent. We miss you, Marcus. We don't know what's going on.
Marcus is having quite the day.
Yeah, Marcus ate a gummy.
You gotta put on the mod cam.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah, show people your beautiful face, Dave.
Sean, you gotta give us your best Harry Carey.
Please.
Oh no.
That's a good idea.
I don't have one.
All right.
Too, his voice
His
is so
say his
hard
own
to do.
name.
Yeah, he's just like a Pokemon.
All right.
He's just a floating head now.
We should have done.
we should've
Can you
got
make
Harry
that really
Carey
quick, Dave?
in.
Okay, I'll do it.
All right.
Wow.
Our mod
We'll see.
is
You don't
gonna.
have to do it. Maybe another time.
No, maybe in this case, Jules can play a song with you, and I can cut out.
I could
thing.
I could sit here while you play. We could switch spots. I don't know. Yeah, would you?
I need Dave for that.
I think you do
I think
too.
it's too far to get Harry Carey involved. Plus, he's
Yeah.
been dead for a while. I don't want to bother him.
Yeah. So true. So true.
You can still spend those quenchers bucks at the doctor's.
Just pay for a little.
checkup.
Yeah.
You
A
get
little.
one cheek swab.
Yeah,
for
they
buck.
stick the thing in your ear and look around. You know.
Hey, you sure can't get a coronavirus test.
Oh
I right?
fuck yeah, we are.
There's none of those.
That's why I'm just staying inside, you guys. I hope that you guys are staying inside too.
Don't, like everyone else in this field right now, this is an empty stadium because this is a live shot of us at Wrigley
Exactly.
Field. You can see that there is nobody in the
We got
crowd.
very exclusive access to be here today. It's very exciting. Yeah, today is hard. Remember how today was the day that Trump said it would all be cured?
Yeah,
The miracle cure by today.
didn't work out.
Oh, that's just great. I love that shit.
Fun fact. Well, maybe if Dave gets Harry Carey up and going, this is a graveyard for those who don't know about this. There's a
don't know about that.
graveyard that Wrigley Field is built upon, which some people think that's what the curse was all about, if it wasn't about the billy goat. But there's a graveyard underneath here, so maybe we will have some visitors. Harry Carey,
Some ghosts.
Jesus,
Perfect. Are you implying that Jesus Christ himself
buried
is buried
right
in
here.
Wrigley? Excellent.
Where else would you want to be buried? Is this the?
So true. Paradise,
He
baby.
just turned on, so it's nice.
What's your favorite Wrigley Field memory?
Wow. I think I don't know exactly what year it was, but my mom used to take me to games when I was a little kid. My mom and my grandpa specifically would take me to some games. And
Your
stuff
mom's
like
dad?
that. Yes. But there was one game I was there with my mom, and there's this guy who played left field for the Cubs. I think left field or right field. His name was Henry Rodriguez. And there's this guy in front of me who is probably late 20s or early 30s or something like that. To me, a grown adult. Me, I was like a little kid. This is maybe 1997. And he turned to me and was like, hey, if I scream, hey, Henry, he'll hit a home run. And I was like, okay, I don't think so. And he goes, hey, Henry. And the next pitch, he hits a home run. It was like one of the craziest things I've ever seen.
Wait, he hit the home run?
Henry Rodriguez hit the home run.
Wow.
Only because the guy said that.
Wow.
So
That is awesome.
more proof that maybe there is a
There's some funny
religious
business.
figure buried over here somewhere.
Miracles are
Wow.
happening all around us. That rules.
Yeah, that's right. Jesus lived in Chicago.
Exactly. Hey, true Chicago only.
Oh,
That's why it's a blessed place. Yeah. I really wish games were going on. I miss
Yeah.
baseball. I really don't think their plan is going to work. We haven't talked about that.
about the spring training plan. I don't know if that's officially a plan yet. It was
Okay.
only according to some sources that spoke to USA Today.
Hmm.
I don't know if I believe that they have the best sources for the MLB.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah.
We'll see. But
We'll
that
see
would
how
be
it
a
goes.
crazy plan.
I feel like people are going to get sick. Like, players
Oh,
are going to
yeah,
get sick.
yeah.
Because they're like, oh, it'll just be players and staff. I'm like, that's thousands of people.
Yeah.
Like,
And living in hotels and
Yeah,
stuff like that.
how's that
Even
gonna
if they
work?
all have their own room, they're still
Yeah.
under the same roof. So
nah, no good.
yeah, we'll see. Maybe.
We'll see. Just got to live with our memories. I saw, in 2016, I saw John Lester.
There he is.
Dave's got Harry Carey. Is he here?
Harry Carey series right here.
Right here?
Right? Oh.
Perfect.
Oh,
Hey.
oh.
All right. Amazing. Welcome, buddy. Am I stroking his head?
Oh.
Thank-
Hey!
Hey, all right. Don't touch my head.
I'm
All
out
right.
of the park.
Love it.
All right, Dave, you want
Dave, do you want to come over and play some songs? Sean
Sure.
Sean needs to play music, and
Yeah,
I need to hear him play music. So,
Switch over to this one.
and now I'm gonna come mod, and everything's about to get a lot more boring in the chat. Oh God, guys, be nice to me. I don't know what I'm doing in the chat.
Let me know if the audio works that week. I guess we didn't really test this, did we?
Oh,
So let me know if it's clipping or something. What? Dave just left me. He went to the kitchen.
check.
I'm all. Are there any
How do you turn on this?
second? No.
Check.
Are there any questions in the chat? I don't know what to do for this.
Yeah, Dave
This
just
time,
Dave just
Dave just
went
left.
and left and got Sean a beer. Hey guys, I'm in the chat. This is kind of scary, not gonna be honest. But hey, we gotta test ourselves.
There's Dave.
All right, Dave. Hi, chat.
Dave leaves me alone on the chat, comes back downstairs
happening?
with my beer,
And puts it
and
over here.
opens it. It says sorry while he's doing it. What a jerk. Wow.
That's fresh.
Dave's stalling.
All right, Dave's. You gotta make it up with an extra 6 solo.
This reminds me of Quentin. What song do you want to play?
Maybe Torch and then Supermodel.
Yeah, sure.
I don't know if anyone in this chat would know my music, so I don't know if there's any specific songs. We all play in another band called Jupiter Styles, and these are those songs. Once Dave's ready. We put out a record last year called Ultra Sane Opera. It's available online, jupiterstyles.bandcamp.com.
Yes. Oh, also, if it clips, Jules, Sean's volume is the first black knob.
Okay.
Wow.
No, the what? Yes,
Wow.
first one.
Okay. Got
All
it.
right.
Ready to go.
Whoa. Freaked out, am under the covers. I wouldn't mind if you wouldn't bother pestering me, so I wouldn't suffer you closing my eyes, so I can hear the sound of the intonation I love, or the intonation of, or the intonative I love, or the intonation of, or the intonative I love. I dreamt that I was a runner, carry the torch to alert the others with the news that I'm not another half of my love, and all will be the drum with the intonative I intonation of with the intonation I love, with the intonation of with the intonation I Wow. Wow, thanks, Dave.
Oh, yeah.
So lovely.
Sure.
Man.
Thanks, Harry Carey.
Oh no. Harry Carey. That's you. You're petting your own head.
Good job.
Harry Carey is playing guitar right next to you.
Wow, really? It's always been a dream of mine to play at Wrigley Field with Harry Carey in the band.
Well, your dream has come true.
So-
Oh, dynamite.
It's
That's something he would say.
it's his catchphrase. He would say it almost every other word.
That was a dynamite hit from a dynamite player.
Just
Is it-
a dynamite sequence on the
My
field.
favorite catchphrase is the mosh pit.
Oh yeah, I don't know who that
That's
announcer
a different sport.
is.
That was Mark Schlereth.
He's a football announcer, and he
It was the
doesn't
Bears.
stop.
The Bears versus the Broncos. I don't think this mic is on.
I think it is.
He kept saying mosh pit.
You gotta turn it like way up.
Way up.
Yeah, and then speak really into it.
Speak. Check.
It's
check.
just very
Whatever.
directional.
What's another song you're gonna play for us here, Screen?
Someone yesterday wanted to hear Supermodel, so maybe we'll
Yeah, dude. Get it.
maybe we'll do that. If that's cool with the chat, is the chat still entertained?
The chat is deeply entertained, and they were asking for Supermodel before
Wow.
Torch, so
Wow.
so
Alright.
the time has come.
Little pocket piano on this.
Sure, we're winging
Yeah.
this. We
Give it,
Also
give
did
it all
not
you got,
prepare. I have not played guitar as we covered in a previous segment on this show in a very long time, since the last time we appeared on this virtual tour. That
Yes,
sounds
indeed.
great, Dave.
Yeah.
I don't think they can see the bells, but they saw him yesterday.
Eric Carey's got the stick. The wand.
Oh boy.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know how we'll do this, but we'll figure it out.
Hell
We've,
yeah.
we've done it before on a whim.
Fuck
Mhm.
yeah, man. This song's good. Just ride the wave.
I'm getting scared, I don't remember that my friend's dead. I'm getting scared, I don't remember what happened to him. I know it's stupid, but I feel like I'm always the problem. I know it's stupid, but I feel like there's a way to solve him. I don't know if he'd remember, but I was there. Sometimes I don't, and that just ends up making me scared. What if I forget to tell my friends that I truly love them? How much time goes by before I forget all about them? I don't know if I can do without them. I don't know if I could do without them. He looked at me and filled me up in spite of empty bottles. He told me I was great and I could date a supermodel. There we go. forget me. We've got ways of remembering. Well, don't forget me. We've got ways of remembering. Well, don't forget me. We've got ways of remembering. Well, don't forget me. We'll lay it out for the sake of Wesley. That kind of worked.
Woo! I think it really worked. It sounded really
Wow,
nice.
we got the words. Well, I got the words wrong. Sorry, I didn't mean to rope
Oh,
you
I
into
didn't
that
even
one.
notice.
That's
got-
okay.
I thought you were gonna say you got the works. Like the works on a hot dog.
Hell yeah.
What?
It sounded really awesome. I feel like the acoustic treatment, I don't know. That's
Wow.
how you know a song's really good.
Our roommate's here, Catherine. Get on in here.
Oh my gosh! All right, we got another special guest.
Wow.
We deleted that little animation, but go ahead. Do you want to be in the? Do you not? No, I'm good. You just want to lurk? Okay. That's cool.
Wow.
Well, we got an
We have
audience.
a live
We
audience.
have a live audience today. So yes.
Are you gonna
we
come
got
back?
lots of energy. Yeah,
Come
I
back to
probably
the
should.
field.
I feel like
Get off the bench,
I
Julia.
did okay in the chat. I'm not super.
I think
I don't have that much to say. I just really like being here with you guys. So thanks for hanging out with me.
but I'm seeing that
I think I
there's
brought the energy of the chat down.
the manager has come out to the field at this
Okay,
point, and
okay.
he is making a change in the lineup.
How?
I'm out. You're in.
Oh jeez, hey.
Back to the
Let's,
live seat.
Bada bing, bada boom. Love that. Why? Oh God, we touched hands. Oh no! What do I do now? we gotta shut this down right now. Oh God, that was so nice. That was the highlight of my day.
Lots of heads bouncing around here.
Oh yeah, sorry. I
That's
had.
fun, right?
That's the one thing I knew how to do over there. That's the fun thing about this virtual tour. It's gonna be different every week. We are learning things about Twitch. Oh yeah, Dave. We were gonna transition into a segment we like to call "Time with Dave," and
Alright.
that was the
Okay.
plan. And
Do
you
we
told me,
have time for time with Dave?
yeah, it's Sunday afternoon. We have nothing to do.
Do you have
You wanna
time
scooch
for
in?
Dave?
Uh,
I gotta get my guitar again.
Okay. Yeah, Dave refused to tell me what he was going to do with his time with Dave today, so I guess we'll just all find out together. Although I don't think it's going to be a soldering demonstration because we didn't set up for that today. But
No, that's the thing.
Do you want-
Our pedal boards alone take up most of the floor real estate.
yeah.
Estate here.
Yeah.
I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Did you not only take one of my beers, but take the one I was also drinking?
No, that was the one I set aside because I accidentally sipped it. I'm a number
You're a
5 on the
baby.
Enneagram. I'm an investigator.
Perfect.
Just curious.
I was testing your beer for poison.
So this is yours?
That's yours.
I didn't touch. That's a brand new beer. That's for you. All right. So this is time with Dave, huh? Can you
Yeah.
do the little animation show?
Oh, yes.
Nice.
We did it once, but we're gonna do it again.
Time with Dave. I'm gonna let you have the floor, Dave. Take it away.
Didn't come prepared with songs today, everybody. So I'm just gonna stream of consciousness rant on Twitch. It's been really fun figuring it out. I love OBS. Did my first After Effects project, which is cool.
People in the chat, they haven't said it yet, but I know that they want to see you rip a sick solo.
Oh, there's that Marty Robbins song that's just been in my head recently. It's a country song. Sean, oh, that's a good one. Dang. Sean and Julia were talking about watching the baseball doc, and eventually we gotta watch the country music one. Apparently, it costs like $100 to watch the whole thing. And the thing is, there's gonna be like so many artists that are like, Two-Tone Watson. He was the king of the proto vaudeville scene, and he played so good, but you're never gonna remember him because he was alive 110 years ago.
Some questions in the chat, Dave.
Yes, I'm down for questions.
Do you want to answer while you are? Ariana, would like to know, what are you making in After Effects right now?
Oh, just titles. I learned what a keyframe is.
Wow.
That-
Keyframe.
Time with Dave title.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
We have another question, Dave.
Down for questions.
What is your favorite herb?
It's a loaded question. My favorite. Because I'm a darn shooting son of a gun. My favorite cooking herb, I put like paprika and everything, so that's pretty good. It is an herb. Oh, it's a spice. Dill. Dill. It's easy.
Dave, tell a funny story. What's the funniest story from high school jazz band? A little known fact about Dave is that he played in high school jazz band. Played bass in a high school jazz band. Carly is the one asking. Your old friend from high school, Carly Ilk. And then after that, what is your favorite Spice Girl?
Spice girl. Paprika spice. Jazz band was sick because it was like very goofy. Our teacher was like, I wouldn't call him a bro. I wouldn't call him a neckbeard either, but he was like definitely like an asshole. One time, this kid who was in jazz band, he was a trombone player. I won't say his name though. I think he got like caught making out in one of the practice closets.
A trombone player?
Yes, nobody. His name was Jeb, and he got. I think this. It's high school, so shit. That was so long ago. But he got caught in one of the practice closets, like making out or hooking up with somebody, and it like quickly spread around, and it was like really gossip, and
Wow.
I think they like broke up, and he got so pissed that he like went into the little practice closet hallway
Wow.
and like smashed one of the chicken
Whoa,
wire
what
windows.
Dang. You got another question.
Yes.
What is your favorite Blues Clues character?
I mean, Steve's the original guy, right?
Yeah, Steve is in there.
Steve's an investigator like me. 5 on the Enneagram.
What?
Enneagram.
I don't know what that is. Oh, is that
It's
like
like your
personality
star
test?
chart or something. Well, anyways, I was
You have
like,
another question. What is your favorite? Who is your favorite guitarist?
I was thinking about this the other day, yeah. Frank Zappa. I actually really like Omar.
Okay.
Omar Rodriguez Lopez from the Mars Volta. I think he was like a really early influence on me, and like Black Flag. But I think lately, Glenn Campbell is so amazing.
another question. Since you brought it up earlier about how big of a White Sox fan you are, Chris Tucker, the real Chris Tucker, would like to know who's your favorite White Sox.
Frank Thomas.
There you have it.
I can name 5 players.
Do it.
Frank Thomas, Paul Konerko, AJ Brzezinski.
Wow, he was the worst one that ever played.
Two-Tone Watson.
Shoeless Joe.
Shoeless Joe Brownson.
Do you know who was an announcer for the Chicago White Sox? Harry Carey.
The guy who said you could put it on the board. Yes.
No, Harry Carey was the better one.
Wait, was he for the Sox originally?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they used to be called the White Stockings,
Yes. What?
and they had that retro logo in the '70s, which was take it or leave it.
It's all right.
I love sports team logos. I'm jealous that Marcus gets to work with them in real life,
Yeah.
IRL.
Favorite ballpark snack?
Ballpark snack.
Yeah.
Oh, the lemon chill. Is
Dave
really
isn't
good.
wearing his headphones. Lemon chill was the answer.
White Sox has a craft cave. It's great. They have craft beers. They're usually pretty cheap, and you could buy 2 tall ass Modelos and like take them up to the stands, and you're set for the whole game.
And then this is a spillover request from yesterday, but I would like to address this for
Is
the
this your
chat.
request?
No, this is the chat's request.
Okay.
And as a liaison,
I love you,
Chat.
chat.
Can you play anything off of Pinkerton?
No, but somebody did ask
I
me
just
to
wanted
play.
to prove that I tried.
I forgot. I wanted to transition into this from. This is just an excuse for me to like practice banter until I find out what to do on my segment. But I did think of this. People keep saying David Gilmour, and I do know one song that's really easy. I need to. My shorts. Stoner song for sure. Breathe, breathe in the air. Don't be afraid to care. You wanna play pocket piano? Don't leave me. Look around. Choose your own ground. And then far away across the wind, something, na na na, na na na, da da da.
Nice.
That's my transition out. Thank y'all.
And that was Time with Dave. Time with Dave. Thank you, Dave.
You're welcome.
That was lovely time spent. Da 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 bop. Is that the
yes.
baseball? Yes. Okay. Excellent.
Oh, I might have turned it down up there.
That's okay. I think we're gonna do just a couple more songs and then sign off until next weekend. We haven't talked about this, guys, but maybe we could just do this regularly Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Keep the same schedule going until things change and we're allowed to go out on Fridays and Saturdays and Sundays. But who knows when that'll be? Yeah. Okay, we were gonna do.
Instagram stream is still going.
It's not. I turned it off. So we were gonna do a segment real quick called Super New Songs, which is fun, where we have an excuse to play a really new song. 'Cause why not? So that's what we're gonna do.
These are so
and-
new that I haven't.
Dave doesn't have a part
gotten
for
to
it
the
yet.
chance to make a part for it.
But that's okay. You come up with it on the fly. I tried to play this song on the Indie Heads live stream, but it cut off because my phone like died, and so it cut off like a third of the song, so that was really sad. So it's time for redemption here on the virtual tour. This song is in a really, really stupid tuning that I've been playing in recently that I'm calling the sandwich tuning.
Sandwich. What's on the Chicago sandwich tuning?
So the two pieces of bread are half step down. On the edges, you got half step down. But in the middle, standard.
Standard sandwich.
All together, open, it sounds like this. Bad. But if you play chords, it sounds pretty. Like that.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna tune down.
Yes. So yeah, this
You should
song is
just go
in
ahead
the
and I'll
illustrious
chime
key
in.
of D sharp. Yeah, it's fun to try out super new songs to kind of just, I don't know, it's like a moment in time. It'll probably change a lot before we end up recording it, but
So you want to go more in the center?
no, I don't care.
We all had our time except you today.
I've had plenty of time.
Well, anyways, yeah.
You're not gonna play?
No, you go for it.
Okay. Well, this is a super new song. I sent this one to you in a voice memo, Marcus. It's called It's Alive. It's fun. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Outside my window, the birds dance along. I sit back and take it
That song's called "It's Alive!" ! And it's about the virus. Oh no. The motherfucking virus, which is alive and out there. That's why I'm staying home. Anyways, the last song that we're gonna play was requested by our dear friend Wes Stevens. Da-da, bum, bum, dun, 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 bum, bum, da-da. Seventh inning stretch. Is that what this means? Amazing. Yeah, dude. I feel like we're more like in the ninth inning, but
All right, Cubs fans, it's time for the 7th inning stretch.
stretch at home. Me out to the ball game. Take me out to the ground. Are you singing along at home? That's crucial. That's the only way that the game continues. Don't care if I ever get back, 'cause it's room for the Cubbies. If they don't win, it's a shame. 1, 2, 3 strikes are out at the old ball game. So, in the Ken Burns baseball doc, we found out the guy who wrote that song wrote it on the subway in New York City without ever having seen a baseball game. He was on his way to his first baseball game, and he was so excited that he just wrote that song. Isn't that crazy? And it was early. It was like in like the first decade of the 20th century. So that song, hey, he wrote a hit without even trying. So good for him, whoever that guy is. Cool. So yeah, we're gonna play one more song and then get out of
He
here.
could have written that song about wherever he was going at the time. It
Take
didn't have to be
Me
about
out
baseball.
to the
CVS.
video
See me
store.
ice cream.
Oh my god. Take me out to
Oh,
the
and
pet
also
shop.
You
there's
said
like
the video store, and I said CVS, and he wrote the song in the early 1900s. Did you say?
1990.
All right, yeah, let's think about where he would
Uh.
other places he could have been going. Take me out to the meat yards. I don't know. Fun. I'm glad that song exists.
There's also like a whole hidden first verse of that song.
Yeah, in the documentary they play the whole song, including the verse that leads up to the chorus, which is what we just sang, and it is not as good at all. It makes sense that we don't sing it. It's all about like the girl's gonna.
Well, he literally didn't know a thing.
Yeah.
He made up half the rules that we now play by.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, a girl that
1, 2,
really
3,
loves
strike.
baseball.
I'm impressed that he talked about Cracker Jacks. I was reading because those were invented, well, not invented, but like sold for the first time at the Chicago World's Fair in the 1890s, which
Wow.
is baseball was like going like happening strong in the 1890s. And I was gonna today we were considering playing at the Chicago World's Fair in 1893 because we haven't really done that yet, like bend time. So expect
it, like-
something like I don't know. Yeah, we got to time travel maybe next week.
Like Beckham?
Exactly. We're gonna bend it like Beckham next week. But book recommendation if you're looking for something to read: The Devil in the White City, which is like it's nonfiction, but it's written like fiction about the Chicago World's Fair. I think it's kind of like a ubiquitous book here in Chicago. Is it? Did you read that in school, Catherine? Yeah, I feel like it's like assigned in schools here, but I had never heard of that book. It's crazy. It's about how they did the World's Fair, and also like at the same time, there was a serial killer operating in Chicago and at the World's Fair. So, anyways, if you're into like history, but it's written like fiction, it's such a good book. And
Yeah, it's like 2 stories.
yeah, he had like he operated a hotel. It's really, really like
And it's
dark.
like 2 stories happening at once that kind
It's-
of affect each other, right? I
100%.
mean, it was like literally 10 years ago.
The underground.
Yeah, it was funny. I took it out from the library and I asked the librarian to help me find it, and she was like, oh, "Okay." I think it's just like such a what's going on?
We're getting some H.H. Holmes call outs in the chat.
That's him. That's the serial killer guy.
We got some psychopaths in the chat.
He was a true freak. I think they're gonna make a show out of that book actually,
Yeah.
on Hulu with
Didn't-
Leo DiCaprio. is
I don't know if
producing it.
Is that plan still going?
I read recently that it's back in talks.
Wow.
I don't think it'll probably be a few years before it actually. Also, Parasite's on Hulu now. I watched it again last night, and
Can you make that scared face again?
Parasite.
You got very afraid when you told that.
I think subconsciously that movie is fucking awesome, and it is like,
Oh.
it's scary but funny.
Someone in the chat clarified that they were talking about not the serial killer, but Hulu Holmes.
Oh, amazing.
Harry Carey Holmes.
Harry
is actually
Carey
what they were
Holmes is
talking about.
the original,
That's from
the Hulu Baron. Great. Well, yeah. So definitely went to a great book. Parasite, great movie, but you should know that already. Hopefully, also, watching a movie with subtitles is fucking awesome. Like people, you get the whole script so much better. Like you're not missing anything. I watch every movie with subtitles, even English movie. Like people
I
piss me
wrote-
off.
Oh, whoa. Sorry, I turned down the volume now. I wrote something for the Outline, a now defunct website, as of last week. Rest in peace.
No.
But it's about how subtitles help people remember when they're watching TV. So, especially when you're watching something historical, it's
Yeah.
very useful.
Oh yeah, with the Ken Burns doc.
People with PhDs told me that.
Nice. That's awesome. I knew I wasn't crazy. I watch Chopped with subtitles and it's awesome. Helps me remember each episode. Fucking love it.
The storyline for Chopped, if you really dive into it, like on Reddit and stuff, where they really expand on the storyline, it gets really deep.
Chopped?
Yeah.
Yeah. Each
The
episode.
through line throughout the whole series is just crazy.
Yeah. There's Ted Allen is definitely flashing some subliminal, like, cult symbols throughout. If you watch
Next
really
time he
close and if
wears
you
his
watch with
Illuminati
subtitles. Yeah. He's out there. Okay, I think it's the bottom of the ninth, baby. We're gonna finish this out now. Thank you so much for watching, everybody who's here. It's so nice to have, a group of people to hang out with.
Here at the ball
So
game.
here at the ball game, it's been
somebody
a real
mentioned
honor.
Earlier, it's so empty in the ballpark
It's-
that they forgot to put the bases down.
Yeah. The Wrigley Field is abandoned right now, but we are here and it's lovely. Yeah, I think the plan is to come back again next weekend, same times. And hopefully this week will be a good one and we'll all, survive and stay healthy and positive. So we send our love to you. And yeah, our friend Wes hit me up on email and asked if we could play a song from Let It Be, the Beatles record. And most of those songs are like pretty sacred to me, and I don't think I can play them, but we'll play one that is a little more silly.
Do you want to do another shout out for t-shirts?
Oh yeah, sure, yeah. If you have some spare change and you want a shirt to remember this by, the virtual tour exclusive shirt is there for you. And yeah, we'll change the design up. So this design, I know that you said the site's giving you problems. This one will be up for a few days, but then starting next weekend, we'll have a different design up. So get this one while you can. Still got a few of the very rare alternate universe tour shirts if you want one of those. Got a few left. No smalls, unfortunately, but we got some medium, some large. Yeah, just email me. I go to the post office every Saturday, so that's the one place I go. And Trump can fuck off because the post office is the one place I go, and I absolutely love it. So if you want a shirt, I'll send it out on Saturday to you. It'll be great. Thanks to the Cubs for having us. Thanks to Wes for the request. And thanks to you for watching. We hope you have a great rest of your Sunday. Ready?
I think so.
We've never done this before, so we're just going to go for it and have fun.
Mm-hmm.
That's the way. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes. Jojo was a man who thought he was a loner, but he knew it couldn't last. Jojo left his home in Tucson, Arizona, for some California it, Devilly. Wow. Good times. Hell yeah. Thanks for watching, y'all. We'll see you next week. Stay safe. Stay healthy. Take it easy.
Enjoy, everybody.